Hello, everyone. This is day 2 of my Aspie Chats My Life series I'm doing in lieu of Christmas coverage this year because the pandemic's out of control. So, for episode 2, I wanted to talk about something where on my online friends, people I work with, a lot of people are very religious. They rely on faith. And I want to talk about why I don't get into faith. I don't think Jesus Christ is real. I don't think God is real. And I think a lot of churches are just out there to scam people. And I kind of realized this while I was growing up because when you're going through a ton of mental and physical abuse while growing up as a kid, and you keep praying and praying and praying something changes and that something's going to change, and then nothing happens, you kind of lose the belief that maybe Jesus Christ is real and God is real. When you're homeless, when so many people bully you, when you're neglected constantly while growing up and as an adult, and what's prayer for? I'm just asking because whenever I do a club meeting or sporting event, everybody asks us to bow your head for prayer. And I just stand there. I'll just stand there and look around while others are bowing their head for nothing, I think. I think prayer is a big waste of time. I think the only thing prayer is good for is for you to think about things and remember things for later. If prayer was real, I wouldn't have been abused constantly all my life. If prayer was real, I wouldn't be homeless in my life. If prayer was real, I wouldn't be neglected throughout my life. If prayer was real, I would be abused and bullied constantly throughout my life. And so on, and so on, and so on. Folks, I just don't think prayers works. I think it's just a huge stupidity waste of time that, quite frankly, I'll never get. And why do people keep doing it? I have no idea because I don't think it works. you know, my I'm gonna go down the list about faith here. The next thing I want to talk about is the Bible and the Book of Mormon too. A couple of years ago, I had some Mormon missionaries knock on my door, and we chatted here and there about the Book of Mormon. And I did go to one Mormon church service, and quite frankly, I never got that one either. I mean, I know they're convincing me that the Mormon faith is real and everything is great in the Mormon faith, including what the Book of Mormon says, what the community aspect of Mormonism is, and the magic underwear, and and you have to get dunked to be part of the Mormon faith. And I just don't see the aspect and value of the Mormon faith. I think it's did Jesus Christ allow these things? The organization has billions and billions of dollars, and I don't think it's a real church. I think it's just a money scam to get people money. Sure, they might help people, but a lot of it goes to rich people who just don't care. And poor people, screw you. And same goes for churches, I believe. I don't think the Bible was written by Christ or God. I actually think the Bible is a fictional book that somebody just magically, just wrote like any other book. And I think the Bible's fiction. I'm being serious about that. I know some people aren't going to like me saying that, but if things in the Bible were true, you would see those who preach it and believe it not be like they are today. They wouldn't be ignoring and slamming their fellow people. They wouldn't be hoarding money. They wouldn't be taking advantage of other people. They would be helping each other for the greater good, not scamming and taking advantage and hurting others. I think a lot of people, they they say they preach the Bible, but once they get outside church, the Bible is just like any other fictional book. Yeah, because I see it every day in person and online. So many people claim they're Christians, but they're not true Christians. Because if they were a true Christian, they would be helping out their fellow people when they need it the most. They wouldn't be saying, "Oh, good luck, screw you." They wouldn't be bullying other people. They wouldn't be violent to other people. They wouldn't be screwing other people or scamming other people. They would make sure that fellow mankind would be safe, have a good living, and be healthy. Just like the coronavirus pandemic right now. I think a lot of Christians, if we were going to slow down this coronavirus pandemic and hopefully put a stop to it, we would need to lock down again. We would need to tell people to stay home, maybe up for 2 weeks, everybody, whether they like it or not. But these so-called Christian Republicans think money's more important than health. I mean, we're getting close to 300,000 dead Americans from this. And the only thing Christian Republicans care about is to open the dollar! They don't give a crap about the health of other people. If they gave a crap about the health of other people, we would have the same health insurance coverage as most other countries around the world. Oh my God, socialism is evil. And that's why I don't like the Bible, because I think it's fiction. And that's also why I don't like going to church. I hate churches. Sorry. I just don't like going into a church. I don't like sitting through a church service. I just don't feel comfortable inside any church. And that's going to piss some people off, I'm afraid. I don't think all churches do this, but I think many churches, when the preacher preaches on Sunday morning, a lot of churches out there will tell their listeners how to vote, about politics stuff, which should never be a thing about a church is politics. You shouldn't discuss politics in a church service or tell people who to vote for in a church service. And that's become a big problem. All these viral videos of big name preachers. I know Kenneth Copeland, whatever his name is. He's after Joe Biden won, and he laughed out loud like he didn't win. Well, guess what? Joe Biden won. You can laugh all you want about that. And you got other preachers who are advocating civil war, who are advocating violence. They want to tell the Democrats are evil and you should ignore them and maybe be violent against them. And it seems like a lot of people are influenced by what a preacher says, which should never be like that, especially in small town rural America. You got a lot of small town churches all around this country where people are influenced by what their pastor says on Sunday morning, politics wise. And it should never be like that. I don't want to go to any church to listen to who I should vote for, or why Republicans are the best and Democrats are evil. That's not the mission of church. The mission of church should be to help their fellow mankind, no matter what their beliefs are, no matter what they think, no matter their skin color. Yes, racism still exists in some churches, I would think. Because if you're a true Christian, you wouldn't be racist. You would help your fellow man in a time of need. Any person, no matter their belief, sex, race, even if they're a different religion, like Muslim. Oh my God, Muslims are so evil. We need to wipe them off the face of the earth. I think a lot of people who say they're Christians are actually big hypocrites. They claim they're Christian. They claim they follow their Christian faith and they're true Christians. But they only preach it when they're inside a church. Because once they get outside the church, they don't give a crap about helping others or, being greedy or mean and take advantage. And I think that's the biggest crisis we have in this country right now. I think the Christian faith is hurting bad right now. because you shouldn't be influenced by politics in any faith. Never. And that's why I don't like to go inside a church, because I don't want to be told what to think about political beliefs. I don't. And I just don't feel comfortable inside church. My autism, I just don't like being around other people that I don't know. And I think church, I rather sit at home on Sunday mornings and watch the Sunday political talk shows and then sports. I'd rather sleep in and then watch the political shows. I think that's a better use of my time than trying to navigate through a church scene that I know I won't be accepted in. So I think churches, a lot of churches out there are fake. They're only Christian in name because they don't practice Christianism in real life. And I hate churches. I just don't believe in being a Christian. I'm agnostic. I think that's what it's called, where you just don't believe in any religion. My personal opinion, when somebody dies, when somebody passes away, I don't think there's no heaven and hell. I don't think that really exists. I honestly think what happens, and because I've given a lot of thought on this, I think you're reincarnated into something else, either another person or a different animal, something else. That's my belief. I don't think heaven and hell is real. So we're wasting our time trying to get into heaven that's not real. Look, I'm sorry to bash the Christian faith and churches and the Bible and everything, but I just don't give a crap about it, and I just don't think faith is real. I think church is a waste of time. I think the Bible is a fiction book, and overall, I think the whole Christian faith is just not real. And that's my opinion on it. I know I'm going to upset some people about this, and I'm going to piss some people off, but that's my opinion on things. And I just think too many people are Christian hypocrites that don't practice. They don't truly practice their claim that they're Christian. They just do it to take advantage of other people and to be greedy. Because money and power is more important than faith, especially right now in our current United States environment. Because I think greed and power is superseding everything else, and that includes Christian faith. Thank you all for watching and listening. Have a great day.